Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, no. I'm getting over myself because why? It's Friday. Welcome back, folks, to another session of ACTnow Hot Issue. What's for lunch? And pardon me, Mio Adlan, for the dancing just now is because it's Friday. Friday is always the day to be extra pep, extra giggity, I guess, because why? It's actually at the end of the week and weekend is upon us, and it's all about that recharging, spending that time with your family and friends untuk menenangkan diri daripada you dengar you punya boss duk cakap kat you every single day from Monday to Friday kan. Duk pompek, you do this, jangan hantar lambat, dia semua and everything. At least you can look forward to some peace and quiet over the weekend. I hope you guys are definitely geared up for the weekend untuk menenangkan diri, as I mentioned. Hopefully you guys have things planned just to get that mood back up again, not to worry about work, not to worry about your responsibilities a bit, just for a short while, for you to just hang out and relax. One person I know who always tenang, yang sentiasa relax, zen mode, yang sentiasa, within his own thoughts. Definitely my partner in crime, Mr. Melvin Lame. Melvin, what is up?
Well, Mio, compared to you, I'm always in Zen mode. I think you have canapes salads for breakfast.
I actually sprinkle it on my salad, just
So
to
you're
give
so
myself.
hyper. It's not because of Friday. You are so hyper. You're so high.
We are always high in mind because we always get excited whenever we get on the show, because why? We would love to share with each and every one of our viewers, what are the hottest things out there? What are the things that
Well,
we're
I
going to
can
talk
tell
about?
you that if canapes ever approved in Malaysia, which I think it should for medical purpose, Malaysians' happy index will shoot up.
Oh, yes. Kan, kalau you berjumpa orang dekat tepi jalan kan macam mana, adakah anda bahagia hari ini? People go like, yeah.
Everyone will just laugh. Hey, I'm so happy. How are you happy? Well, this is probably a good thing too.
Yeah, exactly. But of course, macam kita nak remind each and everyone, we did talk about cannabis a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken, as one of our topics. You can actually check that episode back amongst other episodes that we have actually done on the show. Just make sure you guys go down to our Facebook page because all of the videos are down there for you to rewatch it. And kalau you rasa, things that we say may not be correct ke, ataupun you have your own opinions, do drop us a line, drop a comment in the comments box, and we will try to get back to you, as a reply or as a response. And
we'll get back to you evenly.
Yeah. As highly as I can, right? As highly as I can. Okay, so let's jump to today's topic for hot issue. But first of all, before we actually go on to the topic, I would like to again thank our fellow audiences who are always with us week in and week out, every single day. Specifically, mentioning Daniel Park as well as Nick, who has who has always been our number one fan. You guys are definitely our number one fan. Thank you so much for keep watching us, keep supporting us on this show. And don't forget for everyone else to do the same. Give us a like, give us a comment, and tell us what you want to hear on next time around. Maybe we will be able to actually cover your topics then. All right, jumping to the first topic at hand. This is a very serious note, as what we have actually discussed as well a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken. that the DG of Health, Director General of Health, Tan Sri Dato Dr. Nur Hisham, has actually given us a warning that in December there could be a new wave of COVID-19 due to the fact that the RT number has gone upward, it's trending upwards. And right now, Marvin, it has been reported that four hospitals in four states, or should I say four
Yeah,
states, lah, for that matter,
all
has
state.
actually has actually breached the 80% mark in regards to hospitalization that is inclusive both to COVID-19 and non-COVID-19 patients. 80% macam kita zaman-zaman dulu waktu kita serious COVID-19 ni, Melvin. This is getting scarier dah balik.
Yes, it is. It's very alarming. 80% exceeded 80%. Well, this is very good. The hotels industries will be loving if they exceed 80%. But then this is, in a way, it's still a hotel, but it's hospital hotels, right?
Mm,
So these four states, which are the four states? Terengganu
mm,
is the highest with 91.5%.
mm.
Wow. And Kelantan, 86.1%.
Yep.
And followed by Malacca,
Mm,
82.8%, and Kedah, 81%. So, and in the national level, average is 68.63, 68.3 on a national average level. But it's quite alarming. These four states is exceeded 80%, and I'm very, this weekend is the state elections for Malacca,
mm. Okay,
right?
that's happening this weekend, eh?
Yes, and it's reported 2 days ago in the news, the hospital bed utilizations in Malacca is 82.8. It's almost
Mm,
80%, 83. So
yep,
please, well, it's our duty to do to coming to the elections. I think it's our duty, but please be extra careful. Um, I do support that KJ, the Ministry of Health, has actually restricted of campaigning. Of course, a lot of hoo-ha there. It could be have worse. It could be have worse if it has been allowed. And those people, please who come up for their to perform their duty this Saturday or Sunday. Please go and come back and make sure bring your own pen.
mm.
The government should announce, is there a black ball pen is 0.5 or 1.0? Please bring your own. Please, I hope the government announce it. Bring your own pen, what color and all these things for the undi, because otherwise you're going to be sharing the pen there in the cubicle box, right?
Yep.
And where double. I've seen lately people are quite careful, especially I think those who have children at home. Wear double mask with a face shield.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, it's just for the day. Wear glove. If you don't have when there, please enter wear glove. After that, please dispose of glove and don't litter and throw it everywhere. That will be dumping. Well,
Yep.
ACTnow will come after you if that you do so. But just be careful. So likewise, Sarawak is the next round will be Sarawak. So
Yep.
you tell me it's alarming, but it's anticipated. For me, I see that it's anticipated.
Yep. Looking at how the things are, I mean, again, great note there by Melvin in advising what are the things that you need to do before you actually
Mm.
go down untuk anda pergi mengundi. But we're not just classifying this just for the people in the state of Malacca. We're talking about the whole country for that matter. Yes, Malacca is definitely a different, it's a special case right now because of the PRN is happening. But yeah, for every other states, please do not let your guard down. You still need to make sure that you follow all the SOPs. Yes, theme park dah buka, taman tema air dah buka, shopping malls dah open. You can go to hotels, you can go shopping, you can go to all of the touristy places and whatnot. But you still need to make sure that you
Our,
follow all of the SOPs around, because if you do not follow that, is when your guard is down. That's where we could actually have the potential to go back towards the Stone Age time, where how it was before 16, 18 months before. And that is a scary thought that we don't want to go back to that, Melvin.
it's very scary, very scary. I don't want to go back
Mm,
to that. I mean, 18 months. Um, you know that you can do more, especially
mhm,
and now can do more, but then we have restricted. And yeah, I was wondering. This when we brought up this subject. If let's say Malacca is now facing almost 83% utilizations of the beds, if anything exceeded, would they send out to their nearest neighbor states like Negeri Sembilan
Yep, I
or
would
to
believe so. That's how
Johor?
it was actually practiced before. Like, you know how like the hospital in Sungai Buloh was overflowing with COVID-19 patients. Hence why other hospitals like Hospital Selayang, GHKL,
No, that's between
PPUM.
Selangor.
Yeah, correct. Because we have more bigger hospitals in comparison with Melaka. Obviously, Melaka, if you look at the state, you have the
Yeah.
Hospital Besar Melaka, then they will go to Alor Gajah, they will go to other maybe smaller districts. But should that is also over the capacity,
Yeah.
they might have to tumpang Negeri Sembilan, they might have to tumpang Johor,
Would
even
Negeri
they might
Sembilan?
have to tumpang Selangor even.
Yeah, but the other states government can they say no? You don't come in. You are not
I
Negeri
don't think
Sembilan.
that we are like the
You're not
US, where
from.
US are
You're not from
very
Johor. You're not Johanians. No,
no,
you're
I don't think
Malakian.
no, kita masih lagi negara yang damai. We still help one another regardless of whatever state
I
that
know.
you
I'm
are.
just figuring out this morning. Would that be the citizens of Negeri Sembilan? Let's say you are bringing people with
Yeah.
positive. We might be contacted. We have to. You might actually make us go back to the phase 3, phase 4, MCO, and all these things.
Yeah, I do hope that does not happen. I do hope that other states will help out should Melaka, like Kelantan lah. Kelantan has a very high number kan. Tapi Kelantan bagi Terengganu, dua-dua pun nombor tinggi. So I don't know where they can send their patients anymore lah. Maybe down further to Pahang lah kot. Or even like
Kedah lah.
across.
Kedah is a sister company, sister states of Kelantan.
Jauh. You know that the Banjaran Titiwangsa divides two states and it's very difficult
But
to
it's
go
easier
there.
to talk. They are all underpass state government. It's
Okay,
easier.
stop it. I thought you nak pergi situ dah. No. Regardless of whatever
No.
color of the flag that you have, it doesn't matter when it comes to COVID. Peduli lah you color apa pun. COVID is
No, I thought
COVID.
it's Satu Keluarga. It's so easy to talk.
Speaking of Satu Keluarga, one of the topic that we do want to bring out as well, again, we have no malice in talking about this, but it has been reported in a website called Malaysia Now. Apparently, COVID-19 has spread at the UiTM campus in Malacca after positive cases following a political party linked program.
Oh
And this
yes.
was reported by Malaysia Now. And inilah dia cakap, sebab orang pergi berkempen, people are so hyped up about campaigning, making sure that they vote. These are the kind of scary things that can happen, and apparently it has reported it has happened. Melvin.
Yes, it's quite scary, isn't it? It's reported by Malaysia Now.
Mm-hmm.
And say this is it's a campus in Malacca in Alostar.
Alor Gajah, Alostar is in
Alor
Kedah.
Gajah. Sorry, Alor Gajah. Sorry, pardon my geography knowledge. So the students there has been affected. This campus there, it has been spreading about 20 over students. All right. So this happens in UiTM campus, and they tested over 20 students after following a link to a BN programs in Malacca. Right. So I don't know how it happened, but it happened because I thought campaigning is not allowed in the first place.
Yeah.
I think YBKJ should look into this. Fine necessary because we didn't bring up, but it was a fine of 20,000 ringgit recently because of a gathering that's involved our former prime minister. It came up in the whole news. 20,000 ringgit for not following SOP. Please do not risk our young generations, because I believe they are so naive, even though we are now encouraging young politicians. But as if they're staying in campus and all these things, it's because you bring it just one person, it can spread in the campus easily, because campus environment is not that so-called ideas. They will have to be sharing, a lot of things is sharing. So it seems to spread. I think the heads of the campus or the UiTM or whichever college or university, please take care of your own students first. The health.
Exactly. Because
So-
looking at how the situation is again, we cannot now we always have to emphasize this on a daily basis, because apparently people in Malaysia, they don't really get it the first time around. Hence why we keep on telling over and over again on how we should always be respectful, we should be disciplined, we should be
But
able to actually follow all of the SOPs.
I
Yep.
mean, there's not many people, or rather, I rephrase. Sorry, there are quite a number of people like you and me who we know. Oh yes, the government have relaxed, but we still 18 ourselves. We tell our family, ourselves, not to go overboard, not to go too excited.
Yep.
But there's some minority there who, government allowed, they will go all the way out. They will go all the way out. Yes, it's the green light is given. But they actually tak ada otak.
Tak, you tahu tak kenapa? You tahu tak kenapa? Because dia dah nampak green light. So bila dia dah nampak green light, dia dah tak kisah orang lain. He just like, go directly. Because green light at the traffic light, nobody else is stopping
you. Yeah, you
because
should have a
it's
red light like us, like the sotong game. It's not always green.
Dia kena ada color kuning in between. Yes, it's green, but it should be yellow as well to be mindful. Untuk
Yes, the
berjaga
yellow
jaga.
is coming in between color of green and red.
So that's why itulah I mean, like, when we talk about people, it's a never ending topic that people sometimes, because of the selfishness, because of not thinking about others, hence why we always talk about how serious COVID-19 is and how it could actually come back, and we are praying to the God Almighty, as well as hoping that the government at least is able to actually handle this kind of predicament. With, like you said, Malacca is on the way and Sarawak is just around the corner as well. So hopefully this doesn't bite us back in the behind.
Yes.
In having whatever happened in Sabah the last time around. Itu
But
je
you
I
tell me,
minta.
government, YBKJ, MOH represents the government. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, you're right.
Yes, I'm right. Thank you. But the government itself, those politicians themselves are breaking the laws.
So itulah, itu ya
Apa nak cakap lagi?
Yeah, nak cakap benda-benda macam ni again. It is the same kind of song that we sing all the time, Melvin. We sing this song too often, and it has been our anthem on the show, at least on how we actually handle this kind of thing. So I do hope that things will be done properly. And again, I tak nak kerja dalam rumah saja dah, Melvin.
I have this fantasy. I had not a dream, because the dream can come true. I have this fantasy. When we do our 12 o'clock noon's live, we will broadcast over the nations.
That is a good.
Because we will remind them. No.
Dia tengok muka Melvin je, dia tengok muka Mio kat sebelah ke, dah menakutkan dah untuk dia jangan buat jahat.
Our images will shoot on the sky, right on the sky, that everyone can see.
Exactly. People will be running around the block away from us, okay, putting it that way. Okay, enough about the first topic. Again, we just want to say hi to all of our commenters down there. Just a highlight, Fabian, we got Humfat, and then we got Emily as well watching on the show. Thank you so much, guys.
Welcome to our exciting 12 o'clock pre-lunch show.
Exactly. Took Melvin a bit long untuk nak habiskan that sentence. But moving on to the second topic at hand. This is something.
I don't have anything to bite this morning till now.
That's why tak apa, sabar. Kejap lagi kita makan. Okay. Second topic that we want to bring. This could be something that's a bit uncomfortable to a lot of people, because what we're going to be talking about is, we're going to be talking about people who have committed crimes, who have been convicted of those crimes, and who have served their time in recarceration, in jails and prisons and whatnot. But what we want to point out is that these people are still human beings, are still Malaysians, and they still want to, live their lives after they have served their time, after they have learned their lesson, after they have, really taking, orang kata dah belajar daripada kesilapan mereka, and they want to come back into society and provide something to the society, because that's what they want to do, because they are reformed people. They want to do the best for them as well as for the society moving forward. But unfortunately, things has not been a great thing because of the stigma that they have, because kadang-kadang majikan dekat luar tu, they know that they used to be inmates, they used to be, they used to commit a crime. So a lot of employers don't want to hire them because of these matters. And the government is actually doing something about it. Melvin, share with us what's going on about this.
Okay, first of all, Mio, why did you start this to say that it's uncomfortable?
Some people, again, I'm not denying this. a lot of people, when they look at convicts, when they look at people who committed crime yang dah masuk jail, they would have this mindset that orang ni akan sentiasa jahat dan always will be jahat and should not be taken into consideration for anything. Hence why I check out it's a bit
Yes,
uncomfortable for some
it's a
people.
stigma, it's
Yeah,
a stigma.
correct.
Because we have a lot of shows, movies, and all this thing about inmates, they fight inside and all those things. Why they happens to, and all these things. But we have not even have a movie or drama to say, oh, the inmates turns a new leaf, turn over a new leaf. Probably they give better impressions because all this while the impact is always negative.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you're totally correct. Because again, it's the persona that we public has been, that we have learned. Sebab apa yang orang cerita, macam you cakap lah, orang cerita dekat filem, orang cerita dekat TV shows, is that when they get into when they enter prison, how hard prison is. Even when they go out, most of them yang ini dalam filem, most of them bila keluar they still commit crime. Diorang rompak bank lagi lah,
yes,
diorang
this
lagi
is
lah.
a true story because some of them are still lead back. I mean, so-called they was caught because of the professions, certain professions. When they come out, they probably will not have a chance to turn to other professions. They have those people that their friends, so-called friends, lead them back.
Is it because maybe diorang tak ada jalan lain? They don't have any
that is
other way.
Right now we want to address the issues.
All right.
It's the Ministry of Human Resources has proposed that for the prison records to be kept confidential, first of that, and to restrict its access to third parties, especially for employment purposes. So this is because ex-inmates who apply for jobs were finding it difficult to get employed after background checks by employers found they have a prison's records, which is they say it's so true. People will be worried. Oh, you have done something wrong. If I get you on board, if I employ you, I'm taking the risk. You will repeat history. So the ministry says that the records will be accessible only at the ministry level, and the immigrations and customs departments. In general, people outside and goes there, they were not able to access. But Malaysia has certain categories. My thinking is such, especially the plantations, they always say that they have short of workers. HR, I mean, in plantation sector, they are not badly paid, honestly. You have, of course, the plantation sector, please have to improve the environment. I have gone inside plantations before. I see the so-called they call it what, Gongsi, where all these workers stay together. Need to be improved desperately.
Okay.
That's why you say, oh, these are foreigners. They come, just earn. They just those tauke lah, those bosses they actually don't care much about them. But I think Malaysia, regardless of this whichever industry we are, we have to make sure those workers, like in constructions and all these things, have to be kept hygienic, well treated. When there's a high-rise buildings come out, they actually have those workers stay inside the building. That is like ground floor, lower ground floor, or basements. They just put shelters and all this thing. So they eat and cook there and shit there.
Okay. All right.
It is. Even those high-rise now, the mega high-rise project, they treat their workers like such. So what I'm trying to say here, we have a lot, the inmates. It stated something like in 2019, the statistics in 2019, the more than 140,000 individuals in Malaysia's prisons, 140,000. So this 140,000 is, okay, when they serve their times, when they come out, offer them job. We have to do that so-called, the Ministry of HR have to work with all the industries and all, make sure, we don't want to repeat the so-called COVID-19 again, because of a lot of cases come from this, because the workers are not well treated. They all seem so-called unhygienic. Everyone crammed into a single units and all these things. So work together because we are a shortage of workers, and the pay is not that bad neither. And it's a good time for them when they come up to the society.
Yeah, and it was reported, Melvin, In regards of this, the ministry has actually done quite a number of initiative under the Human
Yeah.
Resource Department Corporation, aiming to support prison inmates who have completed their sentences by providing
Yeah.
them skills development, training, as well as employment opportunities.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
and it has also been reported that phase one of the initiative has seen more than 1,000 former convicts offered jobs in various sectors, like you said, construction, transportation, farming,
Not
services, plantation, as well as mine and quarrying. But like you said, this is also something that we need to be mindful of. Kita tak boleh nak anggap yang diorang boleh kerja macam suka hati je. We need to provide them with proper facilities and proper
proper training.
amenities at least before they actually, do all this kind of jobs. Betul tak? Because again, at the end of the day, they are still human beings. Kan kita dah dilantik oleh United Nations sebagai yang menjaga human sangat-sangat hebat sebab kita human rights power Malaysia ni. So, why should we treat
Yeah,
them
I
any less,
think
right?
one of the program while they're in the prisons is to give them like classes about mental classes, make them
Mm,
that they stay positive. I would love that their individual respective faiths to give them counselings,
mm,
walk the right path, and then prepare them mentally, because a lot of people when they come out, they might want to turn to over a new leaf, but people look at them differently.
yeah, faham.
So I believe that while they're in prisons, give them positive training, mental preparations when they come out, and then offer them jobs that's not in the city. Always
Okay,
things that happen in the city like drugs and all these things. No, so I think that kind of plantations, you say one is farming. This is good. I mean, they will also have some sort of so-called zen when you put that earlier.
faham? Yep.
Ah,
Mm,
so that slowly they recover and come back to life. They build the confidence,
yeah.
and
All
they
right.
make sure they're not disturbed by those so-called brothers of them who can, okay, you're out already. I have another case,
Yeah,
drug
exactly.
trafficking, so whatever cases is, no, or their so-called brothers. Let's gang up again. We're going to rob again.
Yeah, because
You know?
at the end of the day, I think that as what we mentioned as well, these are still human beings. Ini masih lagi manusia yang
Yeah,
kebanyakan dari mereka, plenty of them, I can assure you that they want to turn over a new leaf. They want to do something better for themselves, for them, not just for them, but for their family as well. And this action by the Ministry of Human Resources, I think, is actually a good thing because this does not give them that sign on their forehead in saying that
I
saya
hope.
pernah masuk penjara. Itu
Yeah,
yang
I hope
kita tak
not
nak
only
sebenarnya.
cakap saja lah. They,
Yeah,
they must to act now also lah.
hopefully, and we hope that they will be able to live their lives again. I mean, granted they have done some things wrong before. Melvin pun pernah buat salah banyak dulu. Mio Adlan pun pernah buat salah banyak dulu. But at the end of the day, we learn from our mistakes, and if we are not given the chance to make better out of it, then we are stuck and we will never progress in life in whatever it is that we
True,
do.
true,
All
true.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, enough
Okay.
about that topic. We're almost at the end of our show. But also, as normal, as one of our regular segments that we want to bring on to this show every single day as well, is because we want to highlight the magicalness and the wonderfulness of the Act Now mobile community app on how it actually helps you, not just you, but your community and people around your area as well. And this time around, Melvin, we have something that has been reported. Something happened in Majlis Perbadaran Subang Jaya. Melvin, share with us.
MBSJ, what is it all about? Let's just see.
Let's go. Yep. What's this?
Well, it's a broken road signage. It's
Mhm.
pointing to where? Nowhere.
Yeah. We need to know where exactly. Yeah. So apparently somebody has reported this to Act Now.
Oh yes, yes. So it's good. I mean, thank you. This is, you might say, oh, this is a later thing. It's not later thing. This road signage is important, especially not everyone use Waze or Google all these things. But
Ini dulu penting, okay? Zaman-zaman kita buka peta besar tu, these signboards are very
yes,
important,
look out for
okay?
signage. This is Jalan Stroke what, especially this in PJ
Exactly.
Subang. S stroke what and what stroke. So it's very important. I mean, we need to be also respectful the road's name given to that road. So it has been dropped down, has reported. So MBSJ took notes of it and say yes, they're gonna have it fixed as soon as possible.
Yeah.
which
These
is
are the kind of things that we at ACTnow do get, because like we get a ticket number and we don't just keep it in our database. People behind the scenes would then forward this message to the municipal council in charge or involved in this particular area,
it,
and they will get highlighted. And it depends on the municipal council as well when they would want to reply, when would they respond, and when actions will be taken place. Usually, Melvin, how
yeah.
long would it take?
Well, they will say that they respond within 48 hours, but then humans, they are still humans. Humans, that's so-called. What is so-called statements and what is actually done is different thing. But then we should continue voicing out using ACTnow.
Yep.
You go back to the pictures there just now, the image there. I tell you,
Okay.
for
Let me
those
just
who
go
are
back.
first, just now, with the signage drop. You
Yep.
see, this picture, it could be 100% perfect scenario or communities that we want. You see the lawns there, the roads there is clean, the greens there is nice. Opposite the field is all well maintained, except for the little thing, the signage has dropped.
Jatuh. Yep.
So we're going to find details. We should go for fine details. We want to make our communities perfect.
Yep.
So I say, I hope that everyone here go and those, please convince the communities to use ACTnow. You have residents associations or Rukun Tenaga, please call us. We would like to work together, because making your communities perfect, clean, will actually, the only thing is it will only increase the value of your property.
Exactly. Again,
Yeah.
kalau you selfish sekalipun, kalau you nak fikir diri sendiri, you fikir macam tu je lah. Kalau tempat tu cantik, kalau tempat tu semua ada, facilities lengkap, longkang mengalir air, tak ada sampah, pokok tak tumbang, your place is going to be expensive if you want to
Yeah,
resell
no
it.
illegal buntings everywhere. Like sometimes you drive in and say, "Hey, is
Exactly.
that one I want to live in?" So illegal store, everyone put in a corner what they want to do, whatever. So if we have this, okay, in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, I will love my place as good, as nice as Canny Hill. You know
Yep.
how much.
Let's
Even though
not
I
go
stay
there.
somewhere downtown, or I mean the east end of Kuala Lumpur, but if it's good as Canny Hill, the price will shoot up.
Definitely. So itulah dia. Actually pengajaran yang kita nak bawa kat sini is that please go check out the ACTnow mobile community app, because it's a wonderful app. It's free of charge. Just download it on your Google Play Store or your Apple App Store on your both devices. You can actually have it and just report any wrongdoings or any things that you want to highlight for that community moving forward. Alright, wow, kita dah terlebih masa ni, kita seronok cerita sangat. But obviously because it's Friday, so kita relax sikit, kita chill sikit, tak apa. Because it's gonna
Yes,
be a
we're happy
weekend.
as a kid, happy weekend.
Exactly. So, Melvin, hope you have a great weekend, but we'll definitely see each other back on Monday, Melvin.
Yes, take care.
All right, you two have a great one. Ciao.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that was Melvin together with myself, as always, at the ACTnow Hot Issue What's for Lunch, talking to you about the latest issues and the hot topics that we have just discussed. As always, make sure you guys like, follow, and share this video, because why? It's not just going to be beneficial to you, but to your surrounding as well. This is me, Adlan, signing out. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you guys have a sensible, zen-like weekend. All right? Chill, be happy, smile as always, dan buat apa yang patut as a Malaysian, to make this country better. And of course, follow SOP. Mio Adlan signing out. Have a great weekend. Bye.